Okay, second half of 2023 practice diary. I took notes. In week 34, I did my first little session on the rumba. I still can't play the rumba, but I've got ideas for it. It's not coming yet. The rumba, I'm not actually going to really start working on that until like March, something like that. I think March. In week 36, the sloppy D, that Scrapper Blackwell D minor, D major, D minor, D major thing started getting good. And that just came to me like an epiphany. I don't know where it came from. I wasn't even holding the guitar when I figured it out. I was like, oh, I have to do that. And then I started doing it, and it worked. September 12th, had my first guitar lesson. That was the second half of the year. Luke Stanley, he's been real positive for me. Week 38, I was working on I Got Mine, because Al found it. Frank Stokes found that. Al found that song. And, man, it's so good. I'm still playing it. Oh, good on you, Al. Also, where that was the start of that 1927 song. It used to be called something else, but now it's called 1927. I kind of thought that I was good on my 6 songs. I kind of thought the 6 songs were done on like week 38. That's not how it turned out. And I also, in week 38, started working on that Blind Guy snap. Oh, I love that. Then I went to Wyoming in week 40. That was great. That was awesome. And I noticed, looking back at my notes, that I stopped working on the Scrapper Blackwell stank. You know, the Scrapper swagger. I stopped working on that, and I never circled back around to hit that. So I gotta reintroduce the Scrapper swagger immediately and start getting that note definition going in there. Week 41, I started working on the quadruplets, and they're doing real good. And I started playing with the rumba again, and started adding the. Oh no! I misspoke. I introduced the quadruplets, and I kicked the rumba and the tremolo to the curb, coming later. And in week 41, my buddy Mike Gonzer, he got back on the horse. He was performing live again. God bless him. Man. Okay. Week 42, I realized I wasn't going to hit my hours. That was hard on me, man. I realized I was not getting 1,000 hours this year. What are you going to do? That's the way it is. I started working on Picado in week 42. And I kind of feel like my original triplets were really locked in. And I said on October 24th. And I wonder how close that is to a year after I first started. I'll go back and look. On week 43, I was hating on the steel strings. And then on week 46, I got my first glimpse of how the quads were going to sound if I kept at it, and that was real encouraging. And my quads are getting good now. Week 50, my pops broke his hip. You know, everything went to shit. There was a lot of real life stuff going on. And I didn't make it. I didn't make it on that EP. I wanted to have that EP done by the end of November, and I didn't have it. I kept adding things to it, and I mean, I can't wait for perfect songs, and I can't wait for perfect performances. But I'm glad I waited this time, because the last several weeks have given me some perspective on what's supposed to happen with those songs. And I didn't get them recorded, but I am absolutely going to. That's for sure. So I'd say, one of the most positive things, second half of the year, was the guitar teacher. But probably the most positive thing is this: going over to record with Al every weekend has built this huge cachet of the steps in the song, where it started, where it went, where it's going, what got left behind. And man, that is just the kind of thing that I wish I could have done for all previous projects, every one of them in my life. The way that you can keep track of everything with high def cameras and good microphones. And Al's got all the toys, man. He's got the dopest toys. And so it's really nice to be able to go back and listen to these songs and honestly hear exactly what it sounded like in that room at the time. It's amazing. So I think that was the second half of the year. And my next video that isn't a diary video will probably be about how I need to keep my diary in check. I left some things out of my diary that really should have been in there. Like I didn't mention when I played in front of people because I was talking about practice all the time. But I think that now I'll never remember some of those dates because I didn't mention them in the diary. All right, have a really good day.